Look beyond. Just under the surface are treasures to be had. While most walk on by, stop and look deeper. Take a moment, take a breath. Don't walk on by. It is worth the wait. Look beneath the surface today. This is where the true treasures lie. Look deeper. Look beyond. Look closer. An excerpt from Chapter 5, just below the surface, changing your life one day at a time. From My Italian Therapy, written and narrated by Gina Fiore. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is what we're doing today. We're putting in the mortar. I already did this side. I put mortar down to drain better, and I filled in between the shale and the window because it was just a big old 2-inch deep gap and water would go down there. It was too tedious to film in there. It was hard enough for me to even get in there, so that's done. Now I'm going to go ahead and start digging out the sand and the leftover mortar and cement in here, and go ahead and start remortaring this. Let's start with this side and then we'll go around the other, see how far we can get today. It's going to be in the 70s, which is unreal. So this is the perfect time to be doing something like this. Now I'm going to put some water so it's not dry in there, so the mortar will stick. I used a leaf blower to get rid of a lot of the dust, but never going to completely get rid of the dust, and nothing's going to be completely wet inside because the mortar will be pretty wet anyway. And I mostly use my fingers because you have to kind of push it in there, and there's no tool that I know of that can push it in like 3 inches, so I put rubber gloves on and just go ahead and do that. And I should have waited to do the window area, but you know, sometimes you live and learn. Yeah, that should be good. Boy, this needed to be done really badly, didn't it? Okay, now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the mortar today on my foundation. I did the very edge over by the screened-in porch. It was tedious enough to do, let alone film, so I just didn't. So I'm going to mix my mortar mix, which I usually do the same way as I do my cement. And I haven't been doing this for very long. I've never done cement work until I bought this property, and I love, love, love it. Cement work and mortar. So what I do is I put the wheelbarrow behind me underneath the truck bed. In this case, I'm using a smaller bucket like I did last fall. It works better because I'm doing a smaller area. So then I take the mortar, I put the water in first, I put some mortar in, I add some grit and stones. I add it to the mix because it makes it a little bit easier to fill the gaping holes with it, because if you look in there, some of them are like this big, so I've got rocks to put in there, and then I've also got I dug up some of that stone mix from my parking lot because I'm going to use that to fill some of the holes instead of trying to find rocks that fit. Get the right consistency. I have to use my hands because there's no tool that's going to get that mortar in there, some of it 4 or 5 inches in there, and I have to go ahead and use gloves. So I use I go ahead and I put the rocks in there and the mortar in there, and then I go ahead and go around it. So I have about a half dozen rubber gloves on call right over there on the step. I love doing this. The first time I did it, I couldn't understand why I loved it so much. I love working with concrete, cement, and mortar. So this is so fun to me. I was told that my great grandfather was a bricklayer and a stonemason, which makes complete sense because I think it's in my blood. Um, yeah, I enjoy this. To me, this is like fishing. I only think about what I'm doing in the moment. It's very meditative, and I really enjoy doing old home restoration. That's why it's peaceful to me. And then I see things getting accomplished every day, and I love that part too. So let's get started. All right, let's do this. I usually wear a mask. That is not enough. It's good enough to start. Some grit and some stones. When I go to the stone yard, I get grit that they use to make cement, and I also get some stones, and I keep them in the trash cans in my shed. Anyway, you get the idea. I'd probably take, this is the second. Can't make it too wet, can't make it too dry. Put too much water in there. It's like therapy. You know, just think about when you used to make mud cakes and mud pies when you were a kid. Stay in the mud. Kind of the same thing. It's just grown-up therapy. A little bit more. Okay, that looks good. I think I'm going to add some more stones, which are, and it's going around some. Probably could use even more. I got plenty of them in the shed. I make the mortar last longer too. Signed last fall, so this is my second go of it. And then I repaired the cement sidewalks in the front. Enjoy doing that. I'm just about wore out today. I can't do anymore. I did over here earlier, got that done. I did down there. I filled in all that. I need to fill in between the window and the stone, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm wore out. I thought it'd get to the other side, but okay, I did this side. It looks so much better. I'm not even finished yet because this was such a big space over there to the left, that square, that I had to keep pushing it in there because I went ahead and I put too much stuff in there because it was like 8 inches deep. So I need to do this little section and finish over there, but I didn't feel like mixing one more thing of mortar. So it looks better than it was before. And then tomorrow we'll go ahead and do this side. So good deal. We only have that to go. We can get it done. We'll get it done. Oh, that's like the ugliest thing I've ever seen. What is it? It was underneath the mat. Ew. And there's another one over here. I mean, they seriously look like prehistoric, like something out of some kind of a weird nightmare movie. What is it? Anybody know what it is? Look at its little beady eyes. Yikes. It looks like it's like an amphibian. It's definitely some kind of a lizard. Ew. It lived underneath my mat that was on the floor out here, so it was really wet underneath there. Okay, so what is it? Mothra. It's really tiny. I mean, it's like, it's about 3 inches long. But seriously, what is it? Yuck. Okay, the other one is in the cement. I don't know, I guess they're used to going in my basement or something, but I'm going to fish them out. It looks like a little gecko now that it's got like cement on its face. I got to rinse him off and hopefully he won't go back over there, but he seems to know where he's going, but he can't go back. Sorry, guy. I gotta rinse you off and you need to go a different direction.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Anybody say I can't, I say I ain't convinced. Round in the city, black out the tents. Gassed up, they gon' let me, yeah. Fill up the tank, getting money on the rich, yeah. Got no complaints, got no complaints, yeah. Got no complaints. Looking alive, feeling alive, I got no complaints. Got no complaints, yeah. Got no complaints. Looking alive, feeling alive, I got no complaints. I cannot complain, oh no, I cannot complain. Out your Dodger fame, oh no, we are not the same. Engine running, sitting on blades, I'ma chat the thing. Feeling the way, let's celebrate, I'ma pop the thing. What does it mean to know who you are? I'm working on learning acceptance. Working on taking it far and counting the cards and count my blessings. Working for free ain't really for me, I know what I'm worth. Working on me and working on beats and working on nerves. I'm working the curb. I'm feeling the vibe, finna go slide, a part of the perks, a part of the moment. I put the city on my back, just part of my shoulders. Ignore what they told us, know how I'm rolling. Anybody say I can't, I say I ain't convinced. Round in the city, black out the tents. Gassed up, they gon' let me, yeah. Fill up the tank, getting money on the rich, yeah. Got no complaints, got no complaints, yeah. Got no complaints. Looking alive, feeling alive, I got no complaints. Got no complaints, yeah. Got no complaints. Looking alive, feeling alive. God on soul. Never switch on the code. Never switch on the bros. Ayy. Feel the love, feel it close. Never know how it grows. Never know when it goes. Ayy.
Well, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Well, I didn't completely finish because these larger areas here require the mortar to dry, but I did get most of the side done. I need to come back and go over it again. It's been raining on me, so I did not videotape much. It's just raining, and I was trying not to get all my stuff wet, but I did get that somewhat completed. Enough for the winter, for sure.